Arena here in Austin, Minnesota, on the edge of their city limits for the first game of the PWC Austin Invitational. I think it's named after somebody. I'll have to get the name of that. Tyler something Pee-wee tournament. Your Sabres scheduled to take on the Hopkins Royals in game one of this tournament. We're at warm-up time right now. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
This January, Hockey Day Minnesota 2025, a Minnesota tradition, almost 20 years in the making, comes to Shakopee. 4 days of celebrating the state of hockey, all taking place outdoors at Valley Fair in Shakopee. Tickets are on sale now. Visit hockeydaymn.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets.
That's right. We're just days away from Hockey Day Minnesota coming to Shakopee at Valley Fair. Go to hockeydaymn.com to purchase your tickets and get full details and schedules. This PWC team is scheduled to play out on that big sheet of ice at Valley Fair Tuesday, the 21st at, I believe, 6:15. I don't know their opponent offhand. I believe it might be Eden Prairie. So Sabres PWC taking the ice at Hockey Day Minnesota on the 21st of January for a friendly scrimmage and creating memories. 3-minute warm-up time is just expired. 15 minutes is up on the clock. Pucks are being picked up here at Packer Arena, and we will be coming to you live with game number one of the Pee-wee Austin tournament. Sabres down in the corner. Not a large grandstand area here, so we're going to be tight on the camera right on the glass. So hopefully we can keep it in camera view here for you for the entire game. And it looks like we got Zimmerman starting as center, Violet on left wing, Esch on right wing, and back at D, Moline and Brazier. Zimmerman wins that face-off and controls it. Hits the blue line and tries to dump it in. Violet able to push it down deeper. Puck comes out. Moline's able to strip that away. Tries to send it deep, but can't get through the Royals' defense. And an offside to Zimmerman was on the wrong side of the law in the blue line. And we have a whistle stoppage of play. 14:29 into the first period. Just I don't know who is just here. All right, looks like the second line is Flom, Chesbo, and Johnson. Flom won that back, and Sabres are looking to control that. Now Royals, right at the blue line, are able to dump it in, but we have a whistle and offsides. 45 seconds in, 2 offsides call, no action in either zone. Slow start to both teams as they had to travel from the cities down to Austin, Minnesota, and eat some Spam. Chesbo looks to dump it in deep. Johnson there. Chesbo holds the line, and he is able to get it deep. First time a puck has reached behind the goal line for either team. Bernal shifts over and is able to hold the line with the help of Flom. And now Johnson in the play as well. Puck comes out into neutral territory. Stebbins at the red line feeds it up to Chesbo. Chesbo surrounded by Hopkins Royals, forced to kind of lose it. Johnson gets it to Flom. Shot on goal. Chesbo keeps it deep, rotates it back down. Flom gives chase behind the goal line. Bernal able to hold the blue line. And Sabres collapse around the puck out high into the offensive zone. Johnson now backhands it to the center. Oh, tried to connect with Chesbo, who was also on his backhand. Flom gets the puck, just loses it out to Stebbins at the point. Stebbins throws it in on net. Loose, trickled through. I don't even know if it got to the goaltender as Hopkins D pushed it aside. Chesbo able to get it deep. Puck pushed out to the outside, and then Chesbo looked to center. Out to Bernal. Bernal unable to hold that line this time. And now Johnson picks it up and quickly fires it back the other way. Sabres are all changing except for Chesbo. And so we're holding it down in the zone as best we can. Flipped up and put to the near boards. Zimmerman battling there. Sabres are picking up a little speed. It's been all offensive zone time for the Sabres after that first 45 seconds of play. Zimmerman sends it back to Moline. Moline able to hold the line, gets it right back to Zimmerman, who has some room to work. Centering opportunity to McCauley. He was tied up and unable to connect. Icing at 11:57 in the first period, and we will go right back down into the offensive zone for your Sabres. Change the colors on the scoreboard here for you so folks at home have an easier time. There we go. Shakopee is wearing black, so let's make that happen. Flom wins that, sends it right back to the point, slapper in just off the stick of Violet, who could have redirected it towards. Violet now tries the centering opportunity, and Hopkins able to clear that out. Frazier made a play on the puck, and now Hopkins in for the first time in the offensive zone. Shot and goal. First time in the offensive zone, and Hopkins gets one past the goaltender with a quick slap shot and gets on the board. 1-0. That time a goal, 11:38. Hopkins fresh on their momentum. Flom tips it up and out, and Flom able to strip it away, and now Flom is off to the races. Cuts to the inside shot. Loose rebound, big rebound shot by Violet. Tried to go in, and now Hopkins able to clear the zone. Good pressure from the Sabres, looking to quickly come back. Stebbins at the line, sends it into the player bench, and so we will have a face-off at neutral ice. Zimmerman at the dot, wins it forward, right onto the stick of Hopkins D, and they push it to open ice. Sabres good at the line. Chesbo dumps it back down deep, and Zimmerman able to hold it at, nope, not hold it at the blue line. Picks it right back up. Bernal uses good angles, gets it right up to Chesbo. Chesbo falls, and Stebbins fighting off some Hopkins Royals. Zimmerman quickly back with speed, takes that away from a possible breakaway by the Royals. And now McCauley back covering at D, able to push that up. Chesbo walks in on the left side. He's got two Sabres collapsing in front of the net. Zimmerman, first to the puck area, pokes it ahead as the Sabres changing. Frazier fresh on the ice, sends it into a horde of Sabres. Johnson picks that up, and Sabres march in. From offensive zone time, you would think the Sabres were leading 4-0, but so far, Hopkins Royals goaltender has stood firm on the multiple shots that have come towards him. Moline now from the point, Sends it over to Brazier. Brazier couldn't quite connect. Loose out front. And goal for Sabres! Sabres get the tying goal at 9:34 on the clock. Sabres. Let's see, I think that might have been Chesbo in his office punching the time clock, tying it up. We'll see if they have live scoring on this game so we can get official announcements of points. Offsides was missed, and now puck dribbles out and down the other way. Hopkins in and stripped of the puck. Violet just finds open ice and clears it down. All right, PA system here, not so good. I heard an assist from number 81, so that's Moline. Did not hear who they awarded the goal to, so apologize for that at home. Anyway, Sabres got a goal on the board, tied it up 1-1 midway through the first period. Centering opportunity. Oh! Hopkins forward just redirected it in a dangerous, slow little tip. Moline backhands it up and out of the zone. Flom is chasing. That might be on net if that curls in. Goaltender forced to play it, so icing waved off. Flom slows that entry in and intercepts, and now puck angled off. Flom in if he can get going. Falls down, takes the goaltender out, and we have an upcoming power play for interference on Hopkins as Flom is still underneath the goaltender. Collided very hard as he was interfered with and taken down, racing for the puck. So first power play of the game goes to the Sabres. Time of that power play, 7:39. Zimmerman gets to Chesbo. Chesbo shot on goal. Oh, cleared away by the Hopkins defense. And out to the point, just deflected wide by Bernal as he couldn't quite get that in position in time to make a clean play. Chesbo pops one up and on to the metal. Zimmerman kind of gets spun around and wrapped up. Chesbo able to throw that in deep. Moline marching ahead. Moline has Chesbo. Chesbo's going right to his office. Moline spins, finds some room, has room to work. Brazier falling back to avoid any breakaways. Moline finally forced to just dump it deep and sent in by Esch, and Chesbo right there to try to direct that in. Chesbo wrap around, loose, goal for Sabres! Power play goal. And now Flom marches the other way. Both teams at even strength. Flom pushes it to the outside. And he looks to center. Oh, just out of the reach of Violet. Violet sends it back to Moline. Moline goes D to D. Brazier, hard shot in, loose, big rebound. Flom picks it up. Flom has it loose out front. Violet there to try to clean it up. Hopkins quickly gets it the other way, taking the pressure off and allowing the goaltender to reset. Brazier picks that up, gets it poked off his stick. Puck back and forth. We're so close to the ice. I'm getting dizzy. Puck is deep. Flom just clears it out and held at the blue line by the Hopkins Royals. Loose out front, cleaned up by Moline. And Johnson was almost off to the races if he could have had just one more step with that puck in front of him. But Hopkins got in the way. Flom is able to clear. Now Johnson's off to the races. Hopkins D got right back. Sabres are looking at opportunity to change out some players. Hopkins doing the same. Dangerous area right there. They just almost had too many men. Johnson has the puck just poked off of his stick as Hopkins is down on their knees. And now marching the other way are the Royals. Brazier, quality D, and Johnson quickly got his glove on that to allow a full change for your Sabres, holding on to lead at 4:57 in the first period. Zimmerman comes around behind the net, and he's picking up speed. He's going to get around one. He loses the puck for a moment if he can catch up to it. No, the Royals are there, and Zimmerman hard into the boards. Chesbo and McCauley trying to play passity pass, and McCauley down, but it lands on the puck, so it slows it up. And now Stebbins quickly back to cover that puck and control the play. Stebbins finds Chesbo on the near boards. Chesbo finds Zimmerman. Zimmerman returns the favor back to Chesbo, poked off of Chesbo's stick. And now Stebbins once again regains control. And it's going to take this opportunity as Hopkins is changing on the backside. Stebbins steps around. Stebbins shot. Big save by the Royals goaltender. Esch able to hold it, at least momentarily. Now Zimmerman steps up, and the Royals changing right as the play is in front of their bench. Puck up and along the top rail of the board, so that gets in, and icing the call. 3:38. Royals icing as that puck got up on the boards and ran into the end of the boards quickly. I'm looking for the game sheet link, but it's not showing up here, so can't give you any sort of scoring information. Royals offsides is number 68. Was a step ahead of the puck. Looks like we got the forward line of Flom, Violet, and Esch up front with Moline and Brazier back at D. Flom battles and wins. Violet sends that up ahead, and they give chase. Royals look to find open ice. They quickly move the puck back and forth and get out of the zone. Flom turns it over at the blue line, and if he can get his momentum going, he just was facing the wrong way. There, help from Violet. Violet finds open ice and dumps it deep. And Flom tips it, but it still goes onto a Royal stick. Brazier, on the wrong side of the law, tips it in for an offsides. You're watching from home. It's Friday night. Get some pizza at Little Caesars Pizza. Little Caesars Chaska delivers to Mosta Shakopee, Ala, Chaska, Chan, Carver, and Victoria. You can also take it for carryout. So get some pizza. Calling offsides after the faceoff play was really close to the blue line, and one of the black sweaters got in before the puck. Zimmerman tried to just weave in and out of Hopkins Royals, but unable to do so. Stebbins plays it up to Chesbo. And Hopkins able to bring it back in, but Stebbins again regains control. Stebbins, quick pass to the near boards. Tried to feed Chesbo, but couldn't. And now Stebbins, we're 4 wide on your Sabres. Stebbins, a headman pass off to Johnson. Johnson off to the races. Johnson catches up and just gets tied up enough. Loose puck. Oh, didn't deflect in. Good opportunity for the Sabres, and the Hopkins Royals D was able to take that away. Now back the other way, in with speed. Top shelf score, breakaway. Hopkins ties it up 2-2 late in the first with 1:58 left in the first period. Sabres, again, still have all the momentum in ice time, but Hopkins has been able to capitalize on a couple of quick breaks to get 2 goals on the scoreboard. Body checking, upcoming penalty on Hopkins. What? There we go, they touched it. I was like, if that's on us, that's a really bad call. Royals going, what? All right, the refs are not determining the rules here. So they're calling interference on us when it should have been a body checking on the Royals. I'm hoping that the bench makes it clearly heard they got it wrong. There we go. Yep. Wrong way. There you go. The call is reversed. It should be body checking, not interference. Refs understood what they did and saw and made the correction. So we will have an offensive face-off opportunity late in the first period with a tie game 2-2. Body checking trumps interference in Pee Wee games, and the refs were able to correct what was initially the wrong call. Puck deep behind the goal. McCauley battling hard. Tries to get it out, and Flom comes in to offer support. Hopkins uses the boards. Moline able to hold it. Moline just sends it to some open ice. I think he was looking to feed McCauley on the backside. McCauley first to the puck, sends it towards the net. Violette down deep as well. Violette ties up the puck handler, and Moline just can't control it. Good, quick little poke by Brazier. Offsides will take over a breakaway. 1:14 left in the first period with 1:29 left on the power play for the Sabres. McCauley was weaving in and out of the blue line, and the ref called him for offsides. So we took 6 seconds off the clock, and we'll have another neutral zone faceoff. Zimmerman, Chesbo, and Ash. Zimmerman had won it, but the puck did not go hard enough back to his defense. Hopkins, shorthanded, marches in. Brazier picks it up. He looked just cleared. He's clearing it a little too hard. He's got Chesbo. Puck is wobbling. Is it going to make an icing? It will. Sabres ice the puck on the power play. 51 seconds left in the first period. Zimmerman slides it right over to Ash. Ash carries up along the far boards and gets it out of the zone, I thought. Hopkins, I guess, was on sides, and so now feeds up Chesbo if he's off to the races. It was tipped, so there is no icing. 37 seconds. Chesbo the first to the puck. Plays it out to where Esch was. Stebbins holds it. Stebbins shot in. Got tied up on the shot, so not clean. Once again, Hopkins off to the races with a breakaway. Stebbins all over, ties up the puck carrier. Stebbins just saved a goal, probable, because Hopkins has scored on both of their breakaways so far. Tied up on the far boards. 11 seconds left in the period. We have one last quick rush. Zimmerman, if he can get around, has Chesbo in front. 4 seconds. Zimmerman needs to shoot. Zimmerman has an opportunity and loses the puck at the end. So after one, 2-2, Royals, Sabres, here at Packer Arena. 16 seconds left on the power play for your Sabres. We'll be back right after this.
This January, Hockey Day Minnesota 2025, a Minnesota tradition, almost 20 years in the making, comes to Shakopee. 4 days of celebrating the state of hockey, all taking place outdoors at Valley Fair in Shakopee. Tickets are on sale now. Visit hockeydaymn.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets.
That's right, folks. Hockey Day Minnesota coming to Valley Fair in Shakopee, January 22nd through 25th. Those are the ticketed days with tons of high school matchups, including WCHA play by the University of Minnesota Women's versus Bemidji State. All day Saturday, January 25th, will be broadcast live on FanDuel Sports Network, right from Valley Fair here in Shakopee. Get the full schedule and your tickets at hockeydaymn.com. Sabres on the power play for 16 additional seconds. Shots on goal are not recorded at this arena. If it was, it would probably be about 13 for the Sabres and probably 5 for Hopkins, would be my estimation. Sabres have been far more dominant so far with puck play in the offensive zone. They're going from left to right on your television screen. Swartz picks that up. Swartz sends it towards the net and now kept in the zone, at least momentarily. Swartz able to pick that up, and now back is Violet. Brazier looks to feed Flom. Puck just behind him. Flom does carry up and past the red line. Now he dumps it in deep as he lost his momentum as the puck went behind the ref. So puck is deep in the Sabre zone, wrapped around and held in by Moline if he can pull it off. He pulled it off the wall and just dumped it back down deep. Played to the near boards. Hopkins got interrupted by Flom, and so they forced to send it the other way. Moline holds the line, at least momentarily. Now Violet is able to dump it back down deep. Sabre power play has expired, but the Sabres are keeping the pressure on. Brazier looked to play, and now quickly back is Moline. Moline loses the puck as he got it off the stick of the Royals. And now Moline is able to just bump it up ahead. Swartz plays it out into neutral ice, and Flom just ahead. A look to sweep it deep. Swartz at the blue line is carrying the puck in. Kind of outskates it. Flom is able to reverse it back down to where Swartz was, and Brazier steps into the play. Brazier looked to center to Flom. Hopkins clears it out. Icing is called, but it slows down, so it's waved off as Brazier feeds right up to Chesbo. Chesbo and Johnson 2-on-0. Chesbo marches in. Chesbo shot. Big save by the Royals goaltender. Chesbo has the puck right behind the net, gets tied up and down, loses his footing, and now Johnson in. Johnson and Chesbo had a great opportunity on that breakaway. Puck out to Stebbins. Stebbins, big shot, huge rebound right over to Johnson's territory, and puck comes out towards Stebbins again, but this time carried by the Royals. well offsides and whistled dead as Hopkins' puck carrier got interrupted and the other forward came in before the puck. Flom picks it up. He moves around once, just misses the puck. Picks it back up. Flom in. Shot on net. Big rebound. Can the Sabres pick it up? Esch was right there. Couldn't quite settle the puck down. Stebbins throws it back down deep. And we have Esch and Flom collapsing on the puck carrier. Esch the first to reach there. And Hopkins looks to carry out. Esch quickly back and almost was able to keep it in the zone. And now sent in deep. Johnson just redirects it to the corner. And Stebbins has his head up, looking to try to exit the zone. Gets stopped by the Royals, and now a hard shot to the line. Flom, right, coming in. He's got a back checker and one on his front. Gets tripped. No call as he just kind of lost his footing. If he would have kept his feet moving, I bet that would have been a tripping call. And now back the other way are the Royals coming out of their zone. Bernal made a play, and Hopkins was able to get around him. Now Stebbins riding the hip of the Hopkins puck carrier and forcing him to stay outside. Puck is loose out front, and now Johnson just looking around, comes wrapped right around out to the slot, out to the point now for the Royals. Royals first time setting a play up, and good shot in, and Johnson all over that with his huge glove. Zimmerman looking for the puck, finds it on the ice. He's got support by Brazier now as Zimmerman carries in. Zimmerman tried to force his way right through the Royals, and that door was closed. Oh, Moline thought he had a play. And now Moline, fancy work. Royals in yet again on a breakaway. This time, Johnson closes the door and says, "No way, Jose." Brazier gets it out of the zone, kind of gets poked off his stick, and so loses the momentum of carrying it in. Now Zimmerman picks it right up in front of us. Zimmerman runs into a Royal, and now Moline picks it up. Moline's got a little room if he can go. He's on his backhand now. Shoot. Moline just dumps it deep, and Swartz goes to work now. Swartz rotates the puck over to Violet. Violet right back to Swartz, who has a little room. Swartz looks to center to Zimmerman, but puck not traveling at a good enough speed. Zimmerman plays the puck up and out, and so the Royals forced to regroup. Now they're back on sides and try to dump it. Gets one on net. Thankfully, Moline is there, picks it to Swartz. Brazier tried to get it out of the zone. That is a brick wall that Hopkins has put up on the blue line, and they've been able to hold the zone a couple of times on clearing attempts. Swartz from the goal line loses his footing and sends it up towards Zimmerman. Zimmerman still can't get it out. Now, finally, it looks like we'll have the right angle, and the Sabres are able to clear the zone, take some pressure off. This is a new-look Hopkins team who's had barely any time in the offensive zone except for breakaways on their scoring opportunities. Just had a lengthy opportunity. Zimmerman in, shot, not controlled by the Hopkins goaltender. And now Chesbo fresh on the ice, tries to control the puck, and it pops out on the stick of a Royal. Brazier steals it away. Brazier on a lengthy shift right now. Hasn't been able to go for a change yet. Flom plays it back to Moline. Moline looked to send it up ahead strongly, and now it makes a block by his legs and gets it in. Now here we go. Moline has the puck on the outside. We have two Sabres right in front of the net looking for any centering opportunity. Moline circling and puts it right on Johnson. Johnson spins, shot. I think that hit a post. I thought I heard a little pipe. Bouncer not quite controlled by Moline. Moline has to wait and slow until Sabres are back on sides. And now Johnson, first to the puck, sends it down the other way, tipped by the Royals. So play will continue. Oh, it didn't even make the goal line. Johnson tries to send one towards the net. Brazier pulls it up off the boards. He's on his backhand. Tries to walk to the center, which he does. Just loses the puck. Chesbo waiting down there. Sends one towards the net. Brazier almost picked that up to stuff it. And the Royals are marching the other way. Flom gets a stick on it to slow that, but the Royals are able to continue that momentum down deep. Shot up and wide. Upcoming power play. Nope, upcoming penalty. Nope, power play on the Sabres as we have an interference call on Hopkins. So Sabres should be going on the power play at 7:37. Interference was the call. No, they're calling it on the Sabres. Why did they blow the whistle when the Royals touched it then, is my question. All right, we'll go back the other way. First penalty kill for the Sabres. Flom going to the box for interference. Refs should have blown the whistle earlier. That had me confused, and I thought we were going on the power play. Royals get a shot blocked off somebody's shoulder. It comes out of the zone. So Royals are forced to wait to touch up. Zimmerman tries to kick it ahead. It's just between his feet, so he can't get a stick on there. Sent in low, so Johnson not forced to play it. Now behind the net, Zimmerman with some speed gets pinched along the wall. Bernal there to play the puck. Johnson pushes that with the stick away from the net. Hopkins doing a good job of controlling on the outside. D-to-D pass as the Sabres collapse on that. And right on the stick of Stebbins. Stebbins, if he can get going, is like a choo-choo train and can get through. Stebbins pulled it to the inside. Stebbins shot. Big juicy rebound. Oh, second chance by Zimmerman. Stopped as well by Hopkins. Bernal, big play, sends it the other way. And I'm sorry, that was Violette who sent it back the other way. Bernal's on the opposite side. Stebbins able to slow the entry, and Johnson able to catch up to that behind the goal line. Just 27 seconds left on the Sabre penalty kill. Johnson loses the puck, at least momentarily. Does squirt out of the zone. Hopkins cannot dump it in as they had a player deep. And now on the stick of Esch. Esch goes to the center. His pass so hard, knocks down two Hopkins players. If that was bowling, that would be 2 points. Good feed by Chesbo up to Johnson. He's wide and running out of real estate as he gets to the goal line. So just keeps it deep. Penalty kill is up. Sabres back at full strength. Stebbins looks to get it in deep. I think Stebbins maybe thought there might have been an icing, so he kind of slowed up to play that for a moment. Now Johnson, looks to feed right over to Chesbo. Chesbo walking in, has Johnson in support. On the stick of Johnson, just poked away. Good defense by the Royals. Stebbins along the near wall, gets it up to Flom. Flom sends it right towards the net. Chesbo there to play the puck. Plays it to the far corner where Johnson is there. Johnson has it, his centering attempt poke way out. Stebbins gets his feet in the way, and now Bernal smartly steps up to the red line and tries to dump it deep to avoid that icing. Johnson quickly spins. Again, the defense is there, does not allow that puck to get deep, and the Sabres are getting caught on a change. Stebbins able to slow the puck down, and Flom picks it up along the near boards and dumps it down deep. Sabres were able to get 3 changed. Now we have all 5 changed. Moline sends it up along the glass and around deep. McCauley first to the puck. McCauley has it. It's on his backhand right now. Just tries to shimmy it up to Brazier. Successfully does so. Brazier goes D to D. Great idea. Moline steps in, keeps it low. Big juicy rebound just out of the reach of Zimmerman. 3:52 remain in the second frame. 2-2 Royals Sabres. Shot well wide of the net. And too many men! Too many men! It can't touch the player. Refs can't count to 6. Too many men as it touch the player exiting the ice. We'll have a neutral zone face-off. Ooh, that Royal forward was quick and wanted to march in and get a shot on goal. Esch, quality coverage on the puck carrier for the Royals. They had a good centering opportunity with someone floating right down in front of the crease. Now Brazier's walking up, feeds Zimmerman. Zimmerman slows up, crosses to center ice, sends it on net. Royals goaltender makes a huge save and covers. 2:57 remains in second period. Flom centering, wins it right back to Brazier. Brazier one-timer. Oh, didn't quite get a full stick on that. Brazier pokes it, slows it up, keeps it in the zone. It's on his backhand. Violet quickly over to get that puck. It's a wobbling and sitting up there. Tried to feed Swords. And now Hopkins sends it around the boards. Brazier there. Brazier backhands it towards Flom. Flom quickly back to Brazier. Out of the zone, and now Brazier goes quickly over to Moline. Moline sends it right over to the far boards to slow that up. Sabres able to tag up and dump it deep. 2:24 and counting in the second period. Brazier holds the blue line, sends it in, deflects out front, but deflects up and onto a Royal stick. Moline steals it away. Moline has room to march in. Moline in. Oh, just loses it. Huge defensive play by the Royals there, as Moline would have had a quality opportunity. Moline circles, tries to send it in. Again, tied up, didn't quite get a full shot off. And the Royals are bringing it back. Moline gassed after that effort and sends it right on the stick of an open left winger, and Royals are able to get one in the back of the net. All the pressure has been all Sabres. Time of that goal, 1:45. What opportunities the Royals have had, they've capitalized on each and every time. Brody taps it away, keeps it off the stick of the Royals forward that was marching in. Johnson tried to play it ahead. He's trying to settle it down. He's got Chesbo right on him, but they just couldn't settle the puck down, and Royals quickly back the other way. Stebbins trying to fight off the Royal and is able to do so, spins around. Oh, he looked to feed Zimmerman, but the Royals all over everywhere right now. Momentum is on their side with that go-ahead goal late in the second period. Stebbins, no look, tried to just backhand it along the far boards. Stebbins now does the same thing, except gets up to where Zimmerman is. Zimmerman one-on-one. If he can turn the corner, Zimmerman in. Oh, his signature move just couldn't connect. He crosses over. It's in on Chesbo's stick. Loose out front. Chesbo pulls it to his forehand. Loose, just wide of the net. Sabres looking to get momentum with just 37 seconds left to get that tying goal going into the third. Sabres, multiple opportunities, just can't capitalize. Zimmerman has beat goaltenders left and right all season long with that move of cutting across and not taking the shot, making them commit. This time it just squeaks wide. Stebbins finds Zimmerman once again. Zimmerman has Johnson and Chesbo waiting. Zimmerman finds Chesbo, and 4 seconds. Looks like that's how we'll end the second period. After 2, Royals, with a late goal, take the lead into the third period, 3-2 over your Sabres. We'll be back right after this.
This January, Hockey Day Minnesota 2025. This January, Hockey Day Minnesota 2025. A Minnesota tradition, almost 20 years in the making, comes to Shakopee. 4 days of celebrating the state of hockey, all taking place outdoors at Valley Fair in Shakopee. Tickets are on sale now. Visit hockeydaymn.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets.
I'm just going to give you one thing. Welcome back to the second intermission. I'm going to zoom in here. I can see why the Sabres are having a hard time scoring. Hopkins goaltender, I think, has had his driver's license for 20 years. That guy is a beast in net. Looks like last name Jensen. It's got to be at least a 5'6", not on skates as a peewee. He is a wall in net there. Guessing he stands taller than most coaches. All right, there's the buzzer. About to resume play here for the third period with your Sabres down by 1, 3-2 over the Hopkins Royals. Sabres going from right to left on your screen. McCauley tried to feed it up towards Flom, out past Moline, and now Brazier head up play looking for where the Royals are so he can clear the zone. Royals were able to hold the zone and send it in well wide and wrapped around the far boards. Esch loses his footing as he was trying to giddy up to get over there. Moline sends it down. Sabres, if they can get speed, can surprise the Royals. But the puck first on the stick of the Royals. Moline stripped of the puck. Royals take each other out again. If they're bowling, they might have a spare by now. Out to the point, held by Brazier. Brazier sends one in, deflects wide. Flom hustles into the corner to first play. He looked to center where McCauley was waiting, but was intercepted by the Royals. Royals send it down the ice. We got dirty ice, so it's not going to be icing. And Brazier hustles back to take away that opportunity. Sabres still need to play as Hopkins controls it in the zone. Johnson, huge glove, holds on to that at 13:42. So we'll have a defensive faceoff opportunity. But Johnson didn't have a good feeling, neither did I, and he controlled that puck and held on for the whistle. Zimmerman, Swartz, and Violet, the front three out there with Stebbins and Bernal back at D. Stebbins looked to feed, I think either Zimmerman's or Swartz, but he was kind of tied up as he pulled that ahead. Bernal back to play the puck. Royals able to keep it deep. Stebbins plays on the far wall, but held by and deflected. Oh, dangerous opportunity there. Was deflected out in front of Johnson. Puck is loose in the paint. Scary situation. Bernal takes care of it. Cleans it out to the near boards. Swartz down. Need to get his skates sharpened, I think. He's lost an edge a few times here. Johnson not down, and they score. Pulled it out from behind the net, and Hopkins, again with very little offensive zone time, is leading by 2 now over your Sabres. Chesbo tries to work it ahead. Gets it to Moline. Moline headman passed up to Johnson, but went off his stick and right onto a Royal stick. Now they go ahead and ice it at 12:19. So we are going to need some momentum on the Sabres side to dig back from a 2-goal deficit. Out to the stick of Moline. Moline fired and shot. Unfortunately not screened, so Hopkins, goaltender, the big man in net, was able to see that the whole way and holds on. We'll do take 2. Out again by Zimmerman to Moline. Moline this time forced to control the puck on his backhand. And now McCauley back to cover as the Royals look to come out. Brazier hits it at the red line. And now on the stick of McCauley. McCauley picks it up. He's got Johnson waiting at the line. McCauley wasn't able to get a quality stick on that, and Brazier sends it in deep. Loose right up front. Not on a friendly stick. McCauley forced the shot wide. And now Moline offering huge defensive support for Johnson to allow him to get reset. McCauley gets his feet in that passing lane and deflects it wide. And now Brazier, marching right past us, has Johnson and McCauley with him. Centered, shot! How did that not go in? That was a perfect play. Brazier sent it right to Johnson, and Johnson got a quality shot off. Big man in net for the Royals, able to stop us dead in our tracks. And now we are calling body checking on the Sabres at 11 minutes even, down by 2. Sabres going on the penalty kill. Nothing better than a shorthanded goal when you're down by 2 late or in the third period. Let's see if the Sabres can surprise and get one on the board. Stebbins sends it towards where Bernal was. Bernal had lost his footing. I think his stick maybe got tied up in his legs. Stebbins moves the puck back and forth and is now coming out of the zone with it. He's got Violette right there with him. And Flom on the side. Stebbins marches in. He pulls it to his backside. And a big leg pad, kick save by the Hopkins goaltender. Right on the stick of Stebbins. Shot in. The goaltender just over in time to push that aside. Stebbins again dumps it deep. Flom over to cover on the far wall. And just can't get there before Hopkins knocks it out. Flom loses his stick, tries to kick it out of the zone, soccer Pele style. Johnson with a stick save, comes to the near boards. Bernal there to clean it up. He gets quickly tied up, and Stebbins back to offer support as well. Bernal pulls it to his forehand to try to wrap it around the boards. And off the board, Stebbins comes marching out. He's got Violette just ahead of him, and Flom offering support. Stebbins steps around one. Big shot. Loose, big rebound. Huge rebounds have been coming off this ginormous goaltender. Sabres have not been able to capitalize. 29 seconds left on the penalty kill for your Sabres. And the Sabres are changing behind the scenes, so we need to slow this up, which Bernal does beautifully. Puck is loose. Roller just sent wide by their left winger. 6 seconds left on the penalty kill. Sabres need to dig deep and get it out of the zone, which Bernal does. Sent down and touch. Sabres at full strength, able to kill off that power play. Let's hope that gives, or penalty kill. Let's hope that gives them some momentum. Brazier picks the puck up at center ice. Has Chesbo waiting on the right side. He just dumps it deep and gets Chesbo back to work down deep. Screen shot. Johnson, I think, makes a save, and they call it a goal. Johnson screened the whole way by his defenseman, and so had nothing to do but just hopefully take up most of the net. Stebbins hold the blue line. He's trying to walk in. He's got a hard shot. Back of the goal! Score for your Sabres! Quickly answered after the Royals got up by 3. Sabres bring it back within 2. Still 8 minutes left in the game, and we have a game in our hands, folks. Packer Arena, Austin, Minnesota. Moline walks in. He's on his backhand again, coming up that left side. Oh, tried to center to Zimmerman. Zimmerman now spins on his backhand. Gets right back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman keeps it deep. Johnson gives chase. Has Chesbo there to center to. Hopkins able to throw it over to the side. Zimmerman taps it ahead to Brazier. Brazier from the blue line. Loose out front. Zimmerman battling to keep it in the zone. Moline is able to hold it there at least momentarily, and does. He's got Chesbo marching to the front of the net. And a centering opportunity. Loose. Tried to stuff in by Chesbo. Moline circles around. Leaves it out for Brazier. Brazier has this puck movement around. Big loose shot. And now Hopkins off to the races again. Shot on goal, saved by Johnson. And Hopkins, with an unsportsmanlike, snows our goaltender coming in instead of skating around. 5-3 Royals over the Sabres. 6:54 left. With a snow full of face full of snow, Johnson, quality save. Shot wide, and oh no, off of a defender and in the goal. Just a shot well wide of the net, deflects off a Sabre, and in an unfortunate situation, Royals get back up by 3. Time of that goal, 6:43. Oh, nothing a goaltender can do there, nothing. Stebbins marching in, goes wide, still controlling the puck, protecting it with his long reach. Spins and sends it in towards the net. Held at the line by McCauley and Bernal. Stebbins has the puck on his backhand, just dumps it deep because he was marching along the blue line. Flom picks it up back of the goal line. Icing waved off. Stebbins looked to feed Flom. Goaltender forced to play it, so icing waved off. And out of the zone, Stebbins back to play that. Sabres have to get in on sides. Now we're tagged up, and Stebbins can dump it in. Esch feeds it towards Flom, but quickly redirected by the Royals. In shot by Stebbins. Deflects just wide. Moline had to settle the puck down, and the Royals took advantage of that and dumped it up. Stebbins ties up the puck carrier, and Royals in deep, unsupported, as they change behind the scenes. Stebbins sends it over to Flom. Flom crosses right to center ice, just gets stripped of the puck as he tried to enter in. Swords behind the net. Loses the puck or drops it back towards the other way to reverse course to find some more open ice. Brazier now has a teeny bit of room and is able to find Zimmerman. Zimmerman off to the races. Let's go, Travis. Travis once again can't connect, and Swartz had a second chance opportunity and couldn't. That is Zimmerman's signature move, and he scores like 90% of the time. Today, 0% of the time, as he's had two quality opportunities for that. Brazier looks to step up. Royals are able to get it out of the zone. Sabres are running late in time. Just 4:06 left in the game. Down by 3. Left for Swartz. Just outskated it. And Hopkins tried to get a shot off, tied up by Zimmerman. And now Brazier quickly plays it, feeds it ahead. He's got Zimmerman. Swartz strips the Royals of the puck and gets it out to neutral ice. And a quick whistle of offsides. And now a timeout for your Sabres. 3:26 left, down by 3. We're going to need a 3-pointer. Coach Esch talking to the team, giving him some pep talks, telling them they're still in it. We've had a lot of offensive times and no luck going our way. All it takes is a little bit of luck and we can erase the 3-goal lead in 3 minutes pretty quickly. Also on the bench is Coach Johnson and Coach Bernal, along with player coach Ethan Flom, who's going deer hunting right after with that bright orange sweatshirt. Timeout is up. 3:26 on the clock till the end of the game. Little Caesars ready to deliver you some pizza. Moline fed Brazier. Brazier, if he can turn the corner, can. Brazier, tough angle, gets a shot on. big goaltender holds firm and is able to make that save easily. Stebbins back. Plays up to the near boards. Try to connect with Brazier. They're saying it tipped, which is a good thing for the Sabres with just 2:36 left on the clock. Brazier looks to center. Chesbo tied up. Puck right at his feet. And it's loose. And now dropped after the play. Chesbo on his back, getting knocked down after the whistle. Got a battle there, but you got to play cleanly as well. 2:26 on the clock. Down by 3. Sabres need something quick. Empty net as the Sabres are skating 6. Thankfully, that dump in went wide. And so 2:18, 6 Sabres on the ice trying to regain control of the game and get within a couple to get a tying goal late in this game. Zimmerman right back to Moline. Moline, time, shot, deflects out front, loose. Still loose. Goaltender way high in the paint, and so we could have stuffed one if we could have gained control of that. Chesbo totally tied up out there. Now Moline has it. Moline tries to walk in, regains control, but runs out of real estate. And now Hopkins forces it out of the zone. And now back the other way. Moline's got to hurry up because we have no goaltender. Thankfully, Moline was one, and so can offer some assistance in that area. Stebbins trying to battle through, and Chesbo, also a former goaltender, was right there covering and made a save. 1:21 left. Sabres just need to control this, and they feed right up to Brazier. Brazier off to the races. Brazier tried to do what Travis does well, and it's not working ever for this Sabres team against the Hopkins Royals. Moline, a save, protecting that empty net. He looks to feed right up to Chesbo. Chesbo tries to settle it down, just bats it ahead, and the Royals goaltender swaps it aside as less than a minute remains in the game. Stebbins shot, big save, and backhanded shot. How is it not in the back of the net? It's behind the net, folks. 38 seconds. Sabres are still battling, which is good to see. Down by 3. Love to see the heart in this team. Moline makes another save! Who needs goalie pads when you got Claude Moline in net with player gear? 15 seconds and counting. Stebbins just tried to go up to feed Zimmerman, and now Stebbins ties up with the Royals. They're able to hold the zone, and Stebbins still can't clear it. 1 second, and Moline, last-ditch effort, makes one more save, protecting that empty net. Not the ending we wanted, but an eventful last 3 minutes as the Sabres tried to mount any sort of comeback. All of the luck was on the Royals' side there, as the puck was in their defensive zone more than their offensive zone. But they come out ahead with leadership from their ginormous, strong goalie, winning them that game in the opener for the Tyler Brady PWC Austin Youth Tournament. We're back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., folks. So set your alarm, 7 a.m. at Riverside Arena for our next game. We'll see ya. Thanks for watching.
This January, Hockey Day Minnesota 2025, a Minnesota tradition, almost 20 years in the making, comes to Shakopee. 4 days of celebrating the state of hockey, all taking place outdoors at Valley Fair in Shakopee. Tickets are on sale now. Visit hockeydaymn.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets.